It's your girl, Prince with the Real from 2HotRadio. I am sitting down with an artist, a book writer, all of the above. Y'all know I don't really do small talk like that. So I'm going to let him tell y'all who he is, where he from, and how you can find him.
Yo, what's up? MizRok's, Chelsea, Massachusetts. You can see me all over social media, all over the music. See me everywhere. www.illmaticcreations.com. That's the website.
Okay, and now how did you get your start in the music? What age were you when you say, you know what, I want to get into doing music?
I've been doing music for a long time, since I was a little kid. I just love hip hop.
Okay, what made you fall in love with hip hop?
Just listening to the music when I was young, just being in the streets, loving the music.
Was there a certain artist that, you know, really resonated to you to make you feel like I can do this too?
Yeah, like Nas.
Okay. So Nas was the inspiration to you get started in the music.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I know you say you have been doing music for some years now. Talk about, you know, some of those people you worked with throughout the years and some of those experiences you've had along the way.
Like artists that I work with?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I work with Steam Studios right now. I used to deal with Lyricote Records. They're a reggaeton artist, but I was the only hip hop artist on there.
Oh, and now how was that, you know, working with reggaeton people, being the only hip hop person on there?
That actually was kind of good because I got all the hip hop attention.
So it worked in your favor.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you've been doing this, working with hip hop. Now, when it comes to your music, is there people behind the scenes that help you as far as financially supporting you, you know, helping you to hone in on your craft, all of that? Do you have people behind the scenes working with you on that?
Yeah, definitely. My wife holding me down, my kids hold me down, and my bros and my cousins hold me down.
And it's always good to have that kind of support, you know, to help you, you know, and I see you say you have a wife, you have kids, you know, how do you balance, you know, being an artist and being a family man?
I balance it. I got no choice but to balance it. I work during the day, weekends I hit the studio, and that's what I do. Okay. And I write my books. And
now what are your books about?
I got 2 urban novels right now available wherever books are sold, but I write about everything. I got more books coming up of different types. Okay,
and now is it about your life stories, about other people? Like, what is it that your book, like, tell me one of your titles and the whole purpose behind the book.
So I got this book right here. I don't know if can you see it?
No, I did for a second. Pull it down some.
Like that?
Yeah, Loyal to the Hood.
Yeah, okay. It's an urban novel. Just speaks about a story about somebody coming out of jail and trying to get back in the game and then trying to change his life and then the consequences that he goes through for that.
Okay. And now is this based on true story or is it fictional?
It's fictional, but it's just based on real deal lifestyle.
Okay. And now how long have you been into writing books?
I started when I was in prison. I did a 15-year federal sentence.
Okay. And now how long have you been out?
I've been out probably about 8 months.
8 months. So just talk about that adjustment. You know, you've been writing and you've been, you know, creating music. You've been writing while you've been incarcerated. So you didn't let the bars hold you down from continuing the path of the things that you wanted in life. But now that you back out here into the world after doing 15 years, and I know even for me, times change like this. Like things have changed so much that it's like it'd be hard to keep up sometimes. So how is it for you, you know, being out here now with all of this difference in the world?
Everything's different. Especially the technology, like the phones and computers and social media and all that shit's crazy.
Yes, it's a different beast because when you was out before, that's when people was more so on the streets pushing their music, you know, actually had the mixtapes and doing all of that. I miss those days, honestly.
Selling it out their trunk of their car.
Yes. And now it's kind of like a culture shock for you coming out and trying to get your music pushed with now having to learn all of the new technology. With your book and everything, you know, a lot of times the book sells, especially when you came from behind bars and you telling those kind of stories. How is everything going with you business-wise with the sales of the books?
It's kind of slow. To keep it 100, it's kind of slow right now. But I think like with books, I believe like the more books you release, the more money you'll see. Because I don't think books sell like that. Like as of right now, my books ain't selling like that. It's making money, not the money that I want though.
And now what platforms are the books on?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay, so they can purchase on Amazon, anywhere.
Anywhere. Barnes and Nobles, Librius, on our site, illmaticcreations.com, anywhere.
Okay. And now do you go out and do like book readings or anything like that where you read chapters from the book?
I haven't, but I would.
Okay. Okay. So now you're an artist, but you're also an author as well. So if you had, and I don't like to put people in a box, but which passion are you, which, you know, vision are you most passionate about in your career?
I love my music.
Okay. So music comes first, the book is second, but okay. I always like to ask that to see where your mind is, what you really focusing on in your career. Of course, it's always good not to put all your eggs in one basket. So it's great that, you know, you are writing books as well as working on your music. But when it comes to your music, your lyrics, are your lyrics based on life experiences, or is it somewhat like the books and you just, you know, channeling different things?
Channeling different things. I'm just everywhere.
Okay. And now is it your music more hood music, romance mood? What kind of music is it?
It's hood music.
It's hood music. Yeah. Is it for the ladies? Like, is it that hood music that women would want to jam out to? Or is it for the fellas?
Some songs the ladies will love, some songs they might not love. I'm everywhere with it.
Okay. Okay. And now speak on some of the shows that you've done. Have you done any shows since you've been out?
Yeah, so since I've been out, I performed in Coast to Coast in Brooklyn, New York. And then I was supposed to open up for a show in Boston. Sukihana was supposed to come, but it got canceled, and I was supposed to open up for the show, but it never happened.
Okay, okay. And so outside of that, right now it's just more so promoting your music on socials, online, and word of mouth.
Yeah, everywhere, social media, word of mouth. I just been everywhere with it. I got another show coming up too on I believe it's the 20th, another Coast to Coast show in Boston.
Okay, okay. So you rocking with Coast to Coast.
Yeah, this is the second time I'm rocking with them. They're cool people.
Okay, and that's good. It's good that you found someone you can connect with. Hopefully it helps, you know, with taking your career to that next level as well. Now, I know you got some new music coming out. Let's speak on some of that music that you're working on right now.
So the album is called King and Mine. It's probably gonna have like 14 tracks on it. It should be released in November. So
any features on there that you want to speak about?
Yeah, I got a lot of features on there. I got BDHP on there. I got 2Jiggy on there. I got D Steam on there. I got a couple of people on there.
Okay, okay. And you know what? One thing I can tell about you, I can tell that you a street person. And the reason why I can tell that is you ain't really trying to divulge and give too much information. It's like if she asks me, I'm gonna give it to her. But I'm not really trying to give a whole lot of information out. Now, when it comes to you moving around, you know, as an artist, are you a talkative person? Are you one of those people who are good with walking up to people, interacting, doing all of that?
Yeah, I interact with whoever. Like I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got that super ego, tough guy shit. You know what I mean? I'm down to earth.
Okay. Okay. And now did being incarcerated change you at all? Like, did you feel like it made you better? It made you worse? Like, you know, some people, they need that sit down for a minute, and some people it hurts them. So just speak about, you know, how that has affected your life.
So it was a long time. I did, you know, the feds came snatches up 2010. And yeah, it changed me, man, because I was away from my kids and it was a long time. So it kind of made me think about when I get out, you know, am I gonna go back to the streets and keep fucking around and end up doing another bid like that? I can't do it. So that's when I started writing books and getting serious about the music. And then I kind of structured the company Omatic Creations and came out and started putting everything together. Like I ain't play no games.
And now, did you get any pushback from people when you came out and when you started saying, you know, the new direction that you're looking to go in with your life to be there with your kids and stuff? Did you get pushback from anybody that you used to kick it with, or, you know, people who just didn't believe?
Nah, like they mass supportive, like my bros, my homies, they mass supportive. They're like, that's what's up, MizRok. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you out here. I want to see you win. So, you know, they mass supportive.
And that's good. That's good. So you don't have people that's trying to pull you back in while you're trying to do right.
Nah.
And that's good. That's good that you have good people in your circle helping you to elevate and get to that next level that you're trying to get to. Now, what is next for you?
What is next for me? Such as
what's in the horizons for you as an artist, as an author? Like, what do you want next?
Yeah, so, you know, I'm hoping this album takes off. I'm hoping the books pick up on sales, but I'm thinking about moving forward with like some clothing designing my own brand. Like I got a couple of things. We also got a partnership where we're about to have drug discount cards on our website for people who can't afford medication. So they can use our drug discount card to get it at a good rate. You can save up to like 80% of the sales of the price.
Oh
With our
wow.
drug discount card. It's called Illmatic Creations drug discount cards.
Okay, so is that similar to like, you know, those RX cards that they used to have back in the days you could take to the pharmacy?
It's exactly like that.
Okay. And in this society, the prices of things and everything like that, that is needed. Like a lot of people aren't getting healthcare help because they can't afford it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Can't afford to get the medication.
That's a fact.
Now, what made you want to get involved and do that?
Yeah, because I work at a medical facility, and that's what we do is we help people find medications and that can't afford them, so we refer them to programs.
Now, what made you come up with your own program?
It was an idea. I just started off first asking if I can advertise that medical place in my website. And it was like, how about you do this? How about you create your own drug discount card and go from there? And I'm like, oh, and so partnered up with them, and that's what's going on right now.
Oh, that's what's up. That's somebody who truly believes in what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. That's my boss. She's a great person.
And so what I'm hearing in your story is, you know, through all the trials and tribulations and things that you've been through in life, you do have good people in your corner who want to help you see you make it and help you as much as they can to make it. And with that being said, you know, there's a lot of people out here struggling. It's a lot of people who don't have the support that you have and been through some of the things you went through as far as being incarcerated and not coming out with that same, you know, good feeling on the coming out, having those people in their corner. What would you say to those people?
Don't give up. Just keep pushing for that right path. Because if I could do it, anybody can do it.
And what kept you on the right path? I know you said your kids, you wanted to come home, you didn't want to go back to jail, but I know a lot of times when you come out and you first get out, the money ain't what you want it to be, you know, everything ain't right. And it made you start thinking like, hey, I can go get this quick money. I can go do this. You know, what kept you, you know, focused and going after what you really wanted?
Yeah, so like, I really don't have like a one answer for that because it's just everything. I just don't want to go back to jail anymore, man. It's just, I've been doing it all my life. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And now, did you experience anything in there that, you know, is like it traumatized you or it affected your life that you would never forget?
Nah, not really, because everything you see in there, I see in the streets. So same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I agree. And look, it's some people in jail living better than the people who out here on the street. So okay, so you know, I like the positivity. I like that, you know, you not only are focused on your music, but you've been writing, and reading is fundamental. I preach this. Reading is fundamental, and when you're reading, whether it's a hood book, whether it's a dictionary, you're learning more words as you're reading books. So that's why it's important to read. And I would love to, if you would send me over a message and let me know exactly where I can go to get the book, so I can support as well, because I do believe in supporting, and I like a good hood story, you know. Yeah. So in regards to the book, what is the story about?
So it's a guy, he goes to jail. He gets sentenced to like I think it was like 20 years. And when he comes home, the world's different. His girl did him dirty while he was in jail, had his kid call another dude dad, but he gets back in the game. At first he says he's not, but he falls back in the game, and his world goes crazy. You know what I mean? Everything around him goes crazy. It's an urban novel, but it's just based on real shit
that people really go through and deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. And now how can people find you on social media?
So Instagram is MizRok 360. TikTok, MizRok 360. Facebook, MizRok, everything MizRok.
Okay. And now when is that album dropping?
So right now it's in November, for sure. November. We just haven't got an exact date because we're trying to figure out where it's gonna be the album release party at. So we got a couple of places that we're communicating with, trying to negotiate. You know how that goes, the door, the bar, all that stuff.
Oh yes. So now with your album, and of course I can't wait to listen to it, to hear it. But what is your favorite track from this album that's about to come?
My favorite track is Time, because I speak about everything that happened to me from the day that I got arrested by the feds until I came home.
Okay. So you pouring yourself into your music.
I suppose a lot of people in there too. A lot of people who claim they're gangsters and end up telling.
Now, so with doing that kind of music and exposing, do you ever feel like, oh, I shouldn't have said this? You know, I might hurt it.
I don't know. Everything I say, I stand on it.
Okay, stand on business. Okay, so you know that is good to hear. Now, are you working on any music videos for the album right now?
Yeah, that's what we're about to do. I got to do 2 more songs, then we're about to hit the video. About to hit the videos.
Okay, and now are you shooting them locally in your city, or are you planning on traveling, doing some things?
We haven't really I know we talked about one of them is being shot. The song Baddie is being shot in a strip club. The other, so we're still just thinking about ideas of how we're gonna do it, but we know for sure Baddie is getting filmed in the strip club.
Okay. I can't wait to hear the album, and I do want to get a copy of the book and read the book, because I'm a critic too. I believe in, reading it is fundamental, but I also like to read to see, how good it is. That's just another part of me. I got a whole bookshelf full of hood movies and books on my shelf. So
later on, you shoot me address, a mailing address. I'll send you a hardcover. I'll sign it for you.
Okay, yeah, just let me know how much. Look, I always say, let me know how much it costs, because in this society, But so in this society, people call support getting something for free and then saying that they got it. For me, real support is actually supporting a person by purchasing the product. Not the homie discount. Actually purchasing a product so that way a person can really feel that support. You know, I feel like that's real support. So for me, I'm one of those people. People always say, you know, you good, I got you. I don't want you to get me because I want you to see that this is how people should treat you. You know, they should never want to hand out a free book. They should be like, even if they ain't got enough to pay for the full book, they should be like, hey, I'm gonna give you this for it. You know, and that's one thing I try to teach people is like, people always look out for their family and friends. But when you down and out, is your family and friends gonna be there when you need them?
Nah, I respect what you say, but I'm still setting it as a gift. So, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
You know that.
I appreciate that. And then I know, like you said, with the album coming out, you've been writing the book, you holding down the family, you working. What do you do in your free time?
I don't have no free time. I'm sleeping. I'm in the bed sleeping on my free time.
So what's fun to you? What do you consider fun?
What I consider fun? Hanging out with my kids, that's fun.
Okay. Look, I thought you was gonna go somewhere else with it, but I like that. You know, family time is always a good time. So I like that. And the thing is I can hear, I don't even know you like that, but I can hear it and I can feel it through, you know, the spirit that, you know, you are a changed man, whatever it is. And I don't even know what you went through to get incarcerated, but I can tell that you're on the up and up and you're trying to change your life for the better. And I think that that's inspirational to so many other people who were in your situation and didn't realize that, you know, keep going. Don't let the struggles of one day, you know, make you fall victim to going back to that lifestyle you were once in. So I really feel like you can empower and inspire many people through your music, through your writing, and just letting people know your story.
Thank you.
So I appreciate this time of, you know, being able to sit and talk with you today to hear your story. I am Princess with the Real, and I'm one of those people who like the real life stories. I like to go from childhood to adulthood to where you are now, because I feel like that is a part of who you are and what built you into the man that you are. So the fact that you stated that, you know, you were locked up for 15 years, that was a big part of your life, you know, and you really can't get that back. But what do you do now to make up for that time that you missed with the family, with the kids? You know, I know you're doing different things, you know, what are you doing to, you know, make up for that time as much as you can?
I mean, can't really make up for it because that time's gone. You know what I'm saying? My kids grew up without me, you know, so all I could do is just try to be in their life from this point on.
And how is that working out? Because I know, like, especially when you say you left kids behind, I know sometimes when you come out, it's like, now it's like, okay, you've been gone. You know, the challenges of getting them to see, like, hey, I'm daddy. Like, you gotta watch how you talk to me type situation. So, like, how was that for you, you know, coming back into the world of your family?
It's kind of tough in the beginning, but it's smoothing out. And I love my kids, they love me. So, you know, we just gonna keep it moving, you know?
Yes, and that's what it's about. I love the positivity, I do. And like I said, I appreciate having this time to be able to speak to you. I hope that we get to do another interview in about a year or so. You know, once you've had more time to get adjusted with everything, once you had time to really get your music booming, your book booming the way you want to, and then just rehashing, you know, where you were, like meaning today, and where you're gonna be at that time when we have that next interview. So I look forward to that. Just tap in with me in a year or two. And look, I got you. You know, you don't have to pay for that second interview. I'm here because I want to hear the story. And I believe your story is an empowering story for many people who have gone through the things that you've gone through, who've been incarcerated, got out, and transitioning back into this world. And the society right now is not at its best. So, you know, I commend you for going after your dreams still.
Thank you, man. I respect that.
So
make sure before we end though, you give me your info so I can send you. I'm gonna send you my music and I'm gonna send you the books too.
Okay, I got you. So before we end, I always like to say, you know, with all of the people that could be tuning into this, of course, this will be posted on multiple platforms. If you had to leave the people with one thing, what would you leave them with? What would you say to the people? If you had to say one inspirational thing to the people, I don't care if it's long drawn out or if it's short, you know, what would you leave the people with?
I would just say, stay true to yourself, man. That's what I say.
Yes. Now, again, say, you know, where they can find your book, where they can find your music, where they can find you at. Let all of your addies out there so people know how to get in touch with you.
Yeah, www.illmaticcreation.com. You find my books, music, or you can go wherever books are sold. My books are there, or you can go wherever music platforms, and my music's there too. MizRok, MizRok.
All right, y'all heard that. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we out.
Me a feeling, no rap, paperwork said that. All king, and I'm never changing that. Tears to Dior, chains I want more. Up it, squeeze, check my high score.